Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Merry not so stupid o'clock. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels, and we're going back to that horrible world known as JRC and their horrific word salad known as their lawyers that even starting to make Elaine look somewhat better. God. God, can you believe there are lawyers that make Elaine look good? Fuck me. But before we get going, the usual disclaimers. You are going to see in the description box the article that the JRC does not want you to read. It is written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started for autistics by autistics, where they surveyed over 900 ABA professionals from all over the world in regards to the JRC's quote-unquote behavioral treatment program. In fact, the JRC doesn't want you to read this article so much, they have threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they do not remove the article from the website, and NeuroClastic has refused. Fuck you, Judge Rotenberg Center. So, folks, please share this article on all your social media, alright? You're going to see the public statement by NeuroClastic on that threat, as well as down at the bottom of the description box to GoFundMe, should we need to go ahead and take care of legal costs if the JRC has the balls to see through their little threat. You're also going to see the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign, including Autistic Hoya's massive archive on the subject, in which case we have over 3 decades of receipts of the atrocities that the JRC commit against disabled people every single day. You're also going to see the templates, which are extremely important right now. Those JRC bastards are using their money in order to send lobbyists to Washington to get removed the ban from the bill that recently passed the House. Be loud, folks. Sign your name, click on your senator, and go on to the ASAN's website. Get those phone numbers, bombard their offices. You let them know that we are tired of over 3 decades of people with disabilities being tortured with no repercussions. We are not happy that 6 kids are dead and the JRC continues to rake in millions of dollars every year. You let them know we will not sit there and watch them torture innocent fucking people another fucking decade, all right? Now, folks, when we discuss the JRC, obviously you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones. Also, with the article that we are reading, you're going to hear word salad that's going to make Elaine look like a Shakespearean author. So, just kind of prepare yourself for the stupid, all right? God, I feel like we're going to have to go through this paragraph through paragraph. Fuck me. Okay, and also it is 8:08 a.m. in the morning, folks, and yeah, I'm still slightly brain dead from yesterday, so if I stumble over my words, apologies in advance, all right? Cool, all right. So let's go off to where we left yesterday, where we have more token incidences where the JRC, in fact, I'm going to get into it here before we get into this paragraph because I can predict, I can fucking predict where they're going to go. They're going to use token incidences and token students in order to justify their insane program that they call a treatment plan. It still falls on its face. I don't care how problematic an individual is, that doesn't mean you do what these people do. If you can't do it to fucking war criminals, if you cannot do it to pedophiles and rapists, you should not be doing it to disabled people. Period. Shut the fuck up, JRC. No ifs, ands, or buts. I don't want to fucking hear it. But we have to hear it anyway. Thank you, Federal DC Circuit Court. For one individual at JRC who was treated with the GED for nagging, the behavior became problematic at an early age and was continued over 30 years despite hundreds of pharmaceutical and behavioral interventions. The behavior when he was younger led to caregivers, not JRC, hurting and locking him in a room. Due to his myriad behavioral issues, he was admitted to his first psychiatric hospitalization when he was 4 years old and has been in and out of residential placements, jails, and hospitals since. Yes, let's demonizing us further. Fucking great. When he was younger, often the repetitive asking to do something or get something was done just for the sake of trying to manipulate people. People like to use that about us autistics all the fucking time. We're great manipulators, us people. Yes, this is how I manipulated myself into the fine mansion you see me in today. Crazy, isn't it? Really? Because have you looked at the DSM-5 lately? We are like the least equipped people on the fucking planet to be able to manipulate anyone. If we were actually able to manipulate people, do you think we'd be in a fucked up mess we're in right now? If we were so good at it, do you really think you would still exist, JRC? Wouldn't we be the voices of the movement instead of still having to fight the goddamn parent movement in order to get our voices heard a single goddamn time? If you think we were so manipulative and brilliant that ABA would still be around as a practice, I'm just going to leave that out there. I am so tired of people, but you manipulate and you cajole and you have a horse and pony show. No, neurotypicals, that's your ass. You all manipulate people. You all lie. You all deceive and manipulate by any means possible to get what you want. We autistics are blunt and honest to a fucking fault, even if it is detrimental for us to do so. Just putting that out there. This development into repetitively asking for mind-altering substances such as caffeine, nicotine, and alcohol. Oh, for fuck's sake, God! First of all, are we really equating coffee with nicotine and alcohol? Are we really doing this? Because let's do this. JRC, would you like to fucking know why we need things such as nicotine, alcohol, and caffeine? To deal with you fucking people! We have to go out there and mask 24/7 anytime we're in a public place. We have to wear a fucking mask and pretend to be normal and completely set aside who we are as human beings and being neurodiverse every time we step out our goddamn fucking doors. It's exhausting. It's depressing. It's degrading. It's dehumanizing as fuck. And it does a fucking number on our mental health. But we do it anyways. So yes, folks, some of us do fucking self-medicate by means of nicotine, alcohol, and caffeine. Caffeine to wake us up enough to be able to fucking tolerate you people. Nicotine to keep us from fucking gouging your eyes out because of your level of stupid. And alcohol to try to numb your goddamn self-righteous stupidity away. We're not your fucking inspiration for stepping outside our door and going grocery shopping. Nor do we really feel like being condescended down to in that 5-year-old baby voice you like to use on us. We don't like being stared at like we're sideshow freaks. We use these as a means of self-medicating ourselves to be able to handle having to fuck with you people and deal with you day in and day out. We use this as a means to self-regulate to deal with a world that fucking hates us and tells us that we are not right, proper, as who we are, and we must pretend to be who we aren't 24 fucking 7 in order to be able to be accepted in our community and loved. If you had to deal with this shit, you'd be self-medicating too. I guarantee it. Moving on. This individual will do just about anything to get what he is nagging for, including shoving a pencil up his penis and throwing himself into a newly replaced hip. In other words, folks, this kid is obviously asking for something. There's something sensory wrong. And as we know about the JRC, due to DESI reports, they will sit there and will fucking ignore when there's something horribly, horribly wrong. In fact, they continue to give Linda, you remember her, don't you? Adversives. By the time they were done, over 80,000 adversive therapies, after which she died. You remember that? You remember Linda Cornelison and what happened to her? That wasn't about manipulation. When we're not, sometimes we will go to extremes in order to get somebody's goddamn attention, to help them to realize something's really fucking wrong. In fact, let's close out on this little paragraph here. The JRC is demonizing us for not being their romanticized idea of normal, which exists absolutely fucking nowhere in the real world. So they're going to punish us for that. When we self-medicate to be able to deal with you fucking people, we're going to get demonized for that. When we can't take it no more, and our features come out, and we have to go to self-harming links to get your attention to indicate that something is obviously very fucking wrong, we get demonized for it. We literally cannot fucking win with you people. And I'm not just talking at the JRC. If you notice my language here, good, you should, because we can never fucking win with you people. We act normal, get exhausted, depressed, and overstimulated. We can't fucking take it no more. But if we leave, well, that will be rude. So, we self-medicate. Means of caffeine, nicotine, and alcohol. Get demonized for that. And then, when it's gone beyond fuck all, and there's something really, really fucking wrong, and we go to extremes to draw your attention to it, well, my case in point. Okay? The JRC is torturing us for simply existing. That's just a fact. And then the JRC then punishes us even further when we try to indicate a need. Not a want, a need. And then they get mad when we move to self-medication. And they get mad when we try to help them understand that something's fucking wrong. Now, in this particular case here, that may not be the situation. I'll play devil's advocate for a minute here. Let's say that this is just the worst nagger who's ever nagged in that whole nagging universe. He nags worse than my 56-year-old mom when she used to indicate that I needed to clean my room. We're gonna say the worst of the worst of the worst. He never shuts up for 5 minutes. And then he'll just stick a pencil in his penis for no reason. That doesn't make shocking him and starving him and depriving him of sleep right. In fact, JRC, these types of treatments can be very well what is leading to these types of behaviors. Stress, suffering abuse, suffering from extreme PTSD often bring up traits from our diagnoses to haunt us. And then we get even more torture. You see how this goes, doesn't you? Oh, don't you? Bleh. Don't you? We can't win for fucking losing. If you do not use it on fucking pedophiles, rapists, and war criminals, you do not use it on disabled people. There is no fucking justification under God that you can give me that makes you what you do okay. Alright? And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and close out this morning. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. So please don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this morning. So as always, we here at Smoking Tea hope you have a good one. And I'm just going to say it. JRC, I don't fucking care what the excuse is. You do not do these things to people. And the fact that we have to explain that in 2022 is beyond insane. All right, goodbye, everyone.